I picked this picture because it describes exactly to me what a woman is: powerful, feminine, and connected to her womb. Rose quartz, citrine stone, amethyst, carnelian, and last, tiger's eye. Don't quit when the tide is lowest, for it's just about to turn. Don't quit over doubts and questions, for there's something you may learn. Don't quit when the night is darkest, for it's just a while till dawn. Don't quit when you've run the farthest, for the race is almost won. Don't quit when the hill is steepest, for the goal is almost nigh. Don't quit, for you're not a failure until you fail to try. Peace, queens, or gentlemen, kings that are here. So today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit about creating a sacred space, a space that you can go to ground yourself, to relieve stress when you are stressed out in life, and to just center yourself. And the sacred space that you create should be a space that has items or colors that remind you of being at peace, being at the living with the principles that you want to live with throughout your life. So here in this particular sacred space of mine, I have a couple of things that I use on a regular basis. And this isn't everything, but this is a space that from now on, unless we're talking about something dealing with womb health, I will be coming to you from this space when I'm taping, because it makes me feel whole. It makes me feel happy. And so I just want to share that with you and hopefully give you some positive vibrations about creating your own sacred space and encourage you to do the same. So the first thing for me is the saying that's on my wall. That says, "Bless this home with love and laughter." You can't really see it on the video, unfortunately. And the second thing is, be the change that you want to see in the world. So often people are talking about, what things they see that's wrong in the world, what they see that's wrong with other people. And so this saying just constantly reminds me to be exactly what it is that I expect others to be to me. To be the encouragement that I want to receive from others, to be the positive energy that I want to receive from others, to emanate the light of abundance, of prosperity, of good friendship, of marriage, of health, of wealth, whatever positive traits you're looking for, this saying reminds me to be that. And therefore it will be returned to me, because we all know about, or we all should know about, the law of attraction. If you don't know about it, I could go in depth in some future videos. I mean, I want to give you guys content that you're interested in. And as I stated in the video about me cutting my hair, this year is about unapologetic excellence for me. Okay. And I intend on being on here on a regular basis with you guys, giving you videos, giving you information, feeding you spiritually, mentally, emotionally as best as I can. And so I just want to be pouring that energy out. So if you guys are interested in particular topics, are looking for guidance on particular things, let me know, and I will make the videos that correspond with that. So the next thing for me is incense. I need incense in my life. Incense change smells and aromas. First of all, change the energy in a place, in the surrounding space, but it also, good smelling herbs or incense brings in positive spirits, calls in angels. Okay, angels don't like dirty, grimy, nasty, cluttered places. Angels like clean, smelling, places that are smelling good, places with good and high vibrational energy. So I constantly am keeping incense burning. And if you see me in a lot of my videos, either you'll see them in the background, you'll see me lighting it during the video, just however my spirit and my energy moves me is how I do it. This particular pot is for incense that I also talked about in my previous video, where I talked about the incense that I brought back from Africa. So there are some specific incense that run negative spirits out of the home. Jinn, if you're Muslim, you know we call them jinn. And there are some spirits, some incense that open up the energy in the home, and there's some incense that call things to you. So this cauldron is what I use for that. I simply place the charcoal in, I light the charcoal with the tongs, and then I drop the herbs on top. Next is my tray of crystals. And the next series that I'm going to be doing on this channel is going to be an in-depth study of crystals and how they will impact your life. And I'm going to get into that in the next video. I'm going to start that series today. We're going to cover at least these first 5 crystals in the series that is coming up. I'm going to do all those videos for you guys today so you can have like a jump start. And we're going to be using this book, The Crystal Bible. This book is by Hall. It just says Hall, Judy Hall, The Crystal Ball. When I say I love this book, I absolutely love this book. There's going to be a couple of other books we're going to be using also, just in case you guys are interested in purchasing it. And I will also make sure that I take some up close pictures of it and give you all of the information you need from out the inside, so that you'll be able to purchase it if you want to follow along with me. It wasn't very expensive at all. Here we have a store in Philly called Garlands of Letters. Sorry, Garlands of Letters. And Garlands of Letters had this book. It was $20. That's not bad for the amount of information that's in it. And I'm a person, I just have a huge library. One day we'll go through my library and I'll show you guys it. But as far as getting back to the crystals, here on my tray, I have tiger's eye, I have cornelian stone, I have amethyst, I have citrine, and I have rose quartz. The tiger's eye for me is about grounding energy that is very focused on passion. Tiger's eye helps you to anchor in on your passion and help you figure out what you need in your life and what you don't need in your life, what you want to keep in your life and what you don't want to keep in your life. Tiger's eye is that stone. Okay. Tiger's eye is also, think of the tiger, think of the courage, think of the agility that tigers and lions have. That's what this stone carries. Okay, so I keep this stone in my workspace to remind me of my passions that I hold and that I have and the things that I want to accomplish, as well as what things I no longer need in my life, what's not serving me. Because if I intend on being unapologetically excellent, as I hope you women do, or gentlemen that may be watching this channel, I just really want to focus on only what I need in my life. And I want to get rid of everything else. And so this year is a major year of just cleaning out of the crap. Okay. Second is the carnelian stone. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, for those of you who are a Muslim or maybe even interested in Islam, used to carry the carnelian stone. Carnelian stone is a stone that also takes away the fear of death and helps you with transformations in life. Okay, carnelian stone is also protective, but it's protective from divine essence and energy. Okay, so protection from the divine essence and energy, whereas in tiger's eye protection is more like a talisman where it repels the energy of negative beings or forces and things like that. Carnelian stone simply kind of creates an aura of protection around your body, okay, and around your space. And I, of course, keep this here for my remembrance of the Prophet Muhammad and his good character that he had, because I am Muslim, and basically honing in on the divine protective energy for my home and for my workspace. Next is the amethyst. The amethyst, as you guys probably know, is extremely, extremely good for increasing your intuition and intuitive exercises. Okay, so there is literally a crown that I made, and maybe later on I'll share with you guys, and I may even put it up on the Red Tent website. I'm still deciding if I'm going to open it up for sale, because it's something that's private to me, but it is something that I use often when I'm meditating. I created a crown and I spun copper into a spiral, and I put a latch on the back, and the amethyst stone I wrapped up in the copper, and it lays right here on my crown on my third eye chakra. And so this stone is extremely good for meditation, clearing of the third eye, honing in on your intuitive powers. That is why I had this stone here, to remind me to always be in touch with my intuition, to follow my first mind, not to second guess myself, not to make myself feel like I don't know what I'm thinking or what I'm doing is correct. I know my highest self should always be in the centered space. And if I'm in a centered space, there's no question about, what decisions I'm going to make. Is just simply, okay, I receive and I do. And that's just a space that I want to be in. So that's why I keep my amethyst always handy. Next is the citrine. Citrine, when I had this shop here in Philly, in West Philly, citrine stone was a stone that I kept in my cash register. Citrine stone is known for bringing in and harnessing the vibration of abundance. Citrine stone is also a sunstone. So you have to think about how the sun feeds us, how the sun gives us life and light, and how the sun basically makes things grow. Okay, the power that it holds behind it, that's the same power and energy that the citrine stone is carrying when we use it in our space. Citrine stone is for abundance for me. So I keep the citrine stone as my reminder of constantly being in alignment with my abundance. I don't say that I'm broke, okay? I say that I'm not in alignment with my abundance. And I got that from a very good friend of mine who now lives down south. But she started saying, "No, Queen, don't say that you broke." Because I used to be like, "Oh man, I don't have the cash that I want right now." And she said, "Oh no, don't use that. You're not in alignment with your abundance." And for me, it just holds a different vibration. But I don't want to have states of not being in alignment with my abundance. I want to always be in alignment with my abundance. Not that I feel the need to be rich, but if I want to be able to get something, or I want to be able to do something with my child, or I want to be able to bless someone else, because I'm a giving person. I like to give. So if I want to be able to do that, I want to do it at liberty without worrying about what bill I have coming up. I just want to simply follow what's in my heart and do it without worrying about where my next meal is coming from. And that's what I do now. It's just that in the past, I've given to the point where I've put myself in a deficit, and I don't want to do that anymore. I just want to be able to have for me and others. So that's what the citrine stone is a reminder of. And lastly is the rose quartz. Rose quartz for me and for many others is unconditional, undivided, unapologetic love. Okay? Intense, deep love. Rose quartz brings intense, deep, profound love. And this is a stone that when I do womb healing exercises with women, it is one of the stones that I do. When I facilitate the yoni steams here at my home, or we do womb healing in the red tent meetings and circles, I use rose quartz. It's one of the stones because we are infusing the womb with love, healing energy. Okay? Breathing, healing, and loving energy to self, to our wombs, and being in divine connection with the universe. Okay? So for me, rose quartz reminds me of unconditional love of myself and of others. Regardless of what you may do, say, think of me. I don't want my actions and my feelings for others to be based off of what they're doing to me. I want everything that I do to come from my inner space and my inner peace, and then I let that shine out from me to others, regardless of how they treat me. That's the space that I want to be in. Okay, and so that's my crystals. Next, I have my candles. Candles for me are also important. There is a meditation. I have to decide if I'm going to do this on camera or not. I'm still kind of going back and forth. In the red tent, we do it. There's a lot of things that I teach the women who are studying under me and who are learning from me on the spiritual side. There's a lot of things that I teach them, and I'm wondering if I should share these things with you, ladies who may be on here, or gentlemen who may be interested in honing in on some of the same energy. But candles, there is a meditation that you can do that is called the staring flame meditation. You literally look into the flame of the candle that is burning. Usually you do it with a tall cylinder candle, but and the candle is like not enclosed in glass, but you can also do it with one that's enclosed in glass. The point is you stare into this candle, and after you say like some cleansing statements, and you say some affirmations for yourself, you stare into the stone and you meditate on everything that you want to get rid of. And you envision every negative thought, every negative emotion, every pain or symptom of pain you may have been feeling being burnt away in the flame of the candle. It is extremely powerful. It's an extremely powerful meditation to do. So I think I'm going to share that with you guys. Maybe we'll do that around the full moon, because that's definitely a full moon exercise. It's getting rid of, it's the banishing away of negative thoughts and emotions. So that's one of the reasons why I keep the candles there. And also, candles can be fragrant. Depending on the color candle, it holds a certain energy. Just like, regular colors and things like that hold energy when you see them or you feel them. You feel a certain energy that's put forth from the color. Same thing with candles. So some people do, I don't want to say candle magic, but do candle energy work with candles of particular colors. And those colors are pushing the energy of something they want or don't want, or something they want to happen or they don't want to happen. And so that's another reason why I have candles around. Okay. And then lastly is this statement of don't quit. And I will read it to you guys. This statement says, don't quit. Don't quit when the tide is lowest, for it's just about to turn. Don't quit over doubts and questions, for there's something you may learn. Don't quit when the night is darkest, for it's just a while till dawn. Don't quit when you've run the farthest, for the race is almost won. Don't quit when the hill is steepest, for the goal is almost nigh. Don't quit, for you're not a failure. until you fail to try. I need this particular poem in my life every single day. It's something that, ladies, I read, and gentlemen, I read on a regular basis because I want to remind myself that in order to be unapologetically excellent in 2019 and not to have a million and one excuses why I'm not accomplishing the things that I want, or I don't have the people around me that I want, and all the other things that may come into my life or into my mind, I have to constantly be reminding myself not to quit. And in order for me to be the positive influence to my daughter that I want to put forth, I have to be constantly reminding myself not to quit. There are too many things in my life that I want to accomplish, too many places I want to go, too many things I want to see, too many people I want to heal, too many things I want to do for quitting to be one of the thoughts that enter into my mind. And I'm encouraging you, ladies and gentlemen who may be watching this, to adapt the same mind frame. We're going to talk about affirmations. I'm going to do a video of affirmations. Let me write it down before I forget. Because you guys know, like, I'm like, oh yeah, we're going to talk about that, and my mind is somewhere else. We're going to do a video on affirmations. We're going to talk about the power of affirmations, what they do to us, okay, the power of saying positive vibrations to yourself every day, morning and night, sometimes more than that. We'll even go into the law of 55 times 5, where you say and write a statement 55 times per day for 5 days in a row, and the power that pushes behind what you want to accomplish. One real quick note, and then I'm going to end this video. When I was getting my money together for Senegal, to go on a trip that I share with you guys that I took to Senegal, the spiritual trip I had been working on for 7 years. Not only was I constantly praying to Allah, the Creator, every single day, at one point in this time when I was going through the preparation for my trip, I did the law of 55 times 5. Every morning and every afternoon and every night for 5 days, I wrote 55 times. I am manifesting $4,000 for my trip to Senegal. I wrote it every single day for 5 days, morning, noon, and night, 55 times. And when I did that, it manifested. I went to Senegal. So there's no question about whether affirmations, the law of attraction, the law of 55, all these different ways of basically saying what you put your mind to, you can manifest. There's no question about whether it works. It works. So I just want to share with you guys to have that unshakable faith. Okay? Faith in yourself, faith in the Most High, the Creator, and also faith in the universe to bring forth that which you want. Okay, we want to put out what we want, and therefore we give back what we want. So, peace, beautiful beings. I hope this video has inspired you to create a sacred space of your own. There is another thing that I teach the women real quickly before let me write that down too, because I can give you guys some pictures of examples later on. When women first come into the red tent and into studying with me, there's another practice that I have all of them do. I have them find a space in the house. It could be a closet. It could be a pantry room. It could be anything that you can section off. You guys know the idea of the war room, right? The movie came out, the sister was there. Yes, this is a Christian movie, but it has a powerful message behind it. It basically was saying whatever you put your mind to, whatever you believe in, whatever you focus on within yourself, you bring about what you want. Basically, the law of attraction with a Christian spin on it, okay? The point is, when women come into the red tent, I encourage them to create a womb room. The womb room is a room where if it's not a room, it's a closet, it's an area, however you want to say it, you can drape it and decorate it however you want. But the point is, you use the colors red, and usually besides the red, they may put gold or they may put purple. Any other colors you want to use, you can use. You put an element of fire, which will be a candle. You put an element of water, which will be a bowl of water. You put an element of earth, which may be a rock or crystals, whichever one you want to use. And you put an element of air, which could be incense, smoke. The point of this is you're honing in on all four energies, okay? And all of that energy we also hold within ourselves. So I wrote it down. I'm going to give you guys also a series on creating the womb room, because the womb room is a space that if you don't have a space like me where you can set up a whole table in the house and you can create this space that won't be getting messed up, if you have small children running around or a husband who's into your stuff or anything like that, you may not be able to have this out and open all the time, or you may live in a small space. The table doesn't have to be big, the space doesn't have to be big, but if you have a closet, it will be perfect. And the idea is you put the affirmations that you want to say every day on the wall in the room. You put the 4 elements that I told you about, and we'll talk about other options for those elements in that video that I'm going to be making. You put those elements in the room and you drape colors. And you go in there, and it's the place where you meditate, it's the place where you pray, it's the place where you go within. The room is draped in red because it reminds you of going back down into the womb, going back into this sacred, enclosed within yourself space. That when you're in this space, you can tap into what your inner desires are, okay? You can become familiar with what your own body and your highest self is saying to you every single day. Not trying to figure out what Tom, Dick, or Harry is telling you need to do with your life. This is about you learning how to listen to your intuition and being within, going within, just like the baby that's inside the mother's womb, how it's being nurtured, how it's being manifested, how it's being brought about in a space of abundance, because the womb is a place of abundance. Abundance meaning you create and you manifest that which you want. That is a form of abundance. So from our wombs, and we can birth as many babies as we want. If you're not a sister who can have children, you can do the same thing. You can still do the same thing without a physical womb. If you're a woman who can't have children, you're a woman, and we're going to talk about that because they told me I couldn't have children and I have a daughter. But if you're a woman who right now is having difficulties with having children, or you're a woman who had a hysterectomy or anything of that sort, you can still manifest all of what you want in the life that you want through your womb, through womb exercises. And that is my biggest passion in life, helping women to heal their wombs, helping women to realize what their wombs are saying, talking to their wombs, speaking to their wombs, having sacred womb meditation, okay, every single day. That's what the womb room is about. So, ladies, I look forward to seeing you guys very soon. As I said, I'm going to be uploading a couple of lessons that we're going to be doing about the crystals in a few minutes, Lord willing, and we will be in connection with each other. We will be in communication. If you have any questions, please put them below, comment below, tell me what you like, what you don't like. If you need more help with something, if you have any thing that you might want me to address, I will, Lord willing. And don't forget to like and subscribe so that you will be in constant communication with and be up to date with what I'm releasing, because there are a lot of videos to come this year. I'm super excited about everything we're working on. The Embellished by H line, clothing line, the Red Tent website, the items from Africa that I brought back, I'm going to be selling. I mean, this is a year of abundance for me, as well as those who want to partake in it. So if you're also a woman who's looking for side work or help with finances, contact me below, because we can work together. That's what the Red Tent is about. Peace. I love you. And we will be in touch.